Welcome back to the Ilical Caribbean Reality TV experience. Welcome back to Reality with Tree. Here you get the Black Caribbean womanist and academic perspective on reality TV. We're currently reviewing Love Island, which is almost over. And today we are reviewing Season 8, Episode 32. And what do I have to say? Couillez la police. Oh, couillez la police. Couillez doctor. Find the doctor. Find the police because Melanie, as we say, whole tick Melanie pas bon. Melanie's entire, how do you translate? Like some things are not like translatable. If I had to like do a direct translation, it would be her whole self not good. Melanie is just not okay. Melanie is not okay. Something in the milk went bad a long time ago and nobody checked it. Something is wrong. Anyway, let's jump right into the episode. We start off with Casey, who takes TT to say less after he did like his little proposal thingy. And yes, obviously, it's a play to the 100K, but I will give them grace because we like it. The two of them are so cute together. They look really happy. So yes, I do want them to win. Yep. So then we have Trinity and Kata finally having a conversation. And Trinity's like, why is she crying? And knowing good and damn well she is the reason Kata has been crying. But oh, Bryce told us something's wrong. Bish, you know that's not what happened. Bryce came to you and said, like they don't like our reaction about the situation thing, and you need to clean that she's up. That's what happened. And maybe when production said, yeah, the two of you need to talk, we need that situation resolved on camera. Kata said she genuinely only wanted to tell Trinity about it. She told her saying the situationship part hurt her feelings. Trinity says she's genuinely confused. I'm like, no, you're not confused. You're a schemer who schemes and you're being caught in the web of scheming. And she triples down and says where she comes from, that's what it is, but she does not want to call it that. But if Kata doesn't want her to call it that, then she won't. Where is the apology? Where is the apology? Basically, you're telling me, Bish, that's what it is, but because you're upset, I will not say it. But I still think it. But I will not say it. But it is what it is, so that I'm saying that it's correct. And then she's all like, genuinely, just want you to review today. I'm like, oh, get off my damn screen. Like, is it just me who thinks that it's okay to be exclusive? I feel like people are like mad online, like, oh, exclusive is not wanting to be boyfriend. No, it's healthy to see if this thing will like work long term instead of like 2 weeks in being like, shh. Especially coming out of like this hotbed, this enclosed space that they were in, you have to see what that looks like on the outside. I think that's completely okay. Anyway, she quadruples down and says, what I say does not hold any weight, but where I'm from, that's what we would call it. Girl, Trinity, I say good day. Good day. I say good day. But even if Zach pisses her off flirting with Bryce, I love him and I love you. Ugh, anyway, I was over this conversation because no. So they get ready for bed. Titi says it's her first time being a girlfriend. The girls are happy for her. Here's everything I ever wanted, like literally. Titi is cute. Dylan continues to make Carl the backdrop to his story by always leaning on Carl. So we have a whole black mommy with an East Asian mommy. Mamu. If he's a boy, he has to be a mamu. Mel says that she loves that Sincere did not tell anybody about this stuff. So every time I see Mel now, I'm like, poor baby. You poor, poor baby. So we get a shot of Colin and Aya kissing, and then she awkwardly pulls away. Like it's awkward, it's awkward, it's awkward. But she wants to show him her fit, and she's like, yeah, he likes to dress for easy access. I'm like, Anaya, you've been doing a lot in this better. When you were saying, oh, I just want to be going to sleep. Anaya, Anaya. Anaya is a whole performer. Anaya is on stage at this point because anyway, it's morning time. It's family time. Bryce walks outside since the setup goes in to tell them about it. Everybody's excited. And they get ready to meet the parents. Bryce, as usual, has somebody else's name in his mouth. You know who should be worried? Sincere. You know who should be worried? You and your damn man who can't go to your parents and say this is what it is. How about that? I would always throw like little dots at Bryce because Meanwhile, Sincer's in his delusional, she's saying he's excited to meet Mel's family. Mel asks Sincere if he's nervous, and it's just like, yeah, I really hope my family is there. Both of them are scared. Like both of them like shitting bricks. Both of them. So we start off with Trinity and Bryce. We have Trinity's mom and sister, Bryce's mom and grandma. The parents meet and Bryce's mom immediately talks about how they love Trinity. Oh my God, they love Trinity. I'm like, yeah, I would like her to. But when the four of them come in, I'm like, did Trinity curveball her sister to hug the granny? Like, Trinity. I don't know. Zach says he wants to cry. And I'm just like, yes, you want to cry because you wish that you were the one that was being introduced. So the families sit together, they do their introductions, and Trinity's mama loves their connection. She loves the connection. And then I realized, like, yeah, we really have like rose-colored glasses when it comes to the people we love. Like, we really like this really showed me we really have rose-colored glasses when it comes to the people we love because I'm like, everybody is blind. Everybody is blind to their own. Like when it comes to theirs, nobody's playing. Bryce's mom loves that they raised a gentleman. Trinity says at first she was scared about the age and now she's not. It's a green flag now because he shows her other ways to see things. So both black women love them white man because them white man show them how to do things, show them how to say things, shows them the other side, a whole new world. Anyway, so Bryce is saying that, yeah, other relationships now started on the lustful side. I'm just like, bro, like, leave that lustful word alone. Other relationships started on the lustful side, and ours started as a pure friendship. I'm just like, ugh, ew, shut up. Okay, move on. You know who I liked? Anne. Anne, Granny, oh gosh, why? When will they send you guys to the hideaway? I'm like, lady. Trinity's mom says, yeah, I'm glad they didn't. I'm like, and you're too spicy because if it was your white daughter, you wouldn't be that keen on a black man's jumping all up and down on your little white daughter. Want your 30-year-old to jump on the person child. When are you going to the hideaway? So Kenzie turns around and says, we love Bryce. And hits again and says, even if it is a tilted tongue, right? Yeah, Anne was watching everything. Anne clocked everything and Anne came to the house ready. Anne Star. You know how Nini said starless and star. So we have Trinity's mom. She says she knew Trinity liked him once she cried, and everybody back home loves Bryce. Zach, of course, has to meet the fam and grandma and mom. I could see like there was this little energy, like they're on edge. And like, I'm like, do they know now? He's like, that's my best friend. Zach says we're the true love couple, Love Island couple. I'm like, yep. Yep, but Anne say they love watching it and it's so funny. I hope when Bryce bring him home, you think it funny still, because that's the real man there. Okay. Even Kate went to meet them. I'm like, yeah, the skimming for. Apparently, grandma is invited to the cookout. Well, I would invite Anne because Anne is tea. Anne is tea. But hearing the mom say they wanted to take her home, I'm like, in these times, mama, in these times, mama, we're a little scared to hear you say that, you know. It's a little scary, you know, mama. So we have Anaya and Carl's turn. Anaya's sister and mom came, Carl's mom and sister. Anaya and Carl are both crying. It's really touching to see them connect with their families. Anaya done irritate me going to the sister. Oh my God, you're so beautiful. Goes to the mom. Oh my God, you're so beautiful. Oh my God, Anaya is such a performer. She's so performative. Anaya need to go back and cook and bake a little more before she goes back into the outside world because very disappointed in Anaya's performance. It is a performance. Anaya's mom is so hot. That goes, one of these two girls is Anaya's mom. Yeah. Yep. It's the blackity don't crackity of the all. And Casey is feeling super awkward. So the mom says that despite the short time, the connection is strong and beautiful to watch. And Carl asked mom what they thought when Anaya kicked him out the villa. Mom is like, it was like, what F is wrong with her? I'm like, Mama Harvey don't play, eh? And we'll see it throughout the entire time of her being there. Mama Harvey does not play. Carl's mom likes that Carl met her. And she even says that after they kissed, she said to herself, yes, I could see her being my daughter-in-law. How y'all move so fast? It's just a kiss, Mama. It's just a kiss. It doesn't have to be that serious. Anyway, they're walking over and I'm just like, Anaya's mom, you're just a bad bitch. Like, you hot. Like, Brycel's mom, she looks so young. Like, when they went to the other side. And it's unreal. Trinity, got the tights, man. But when the mom said, that's so sweet, thank you, while eating, I'm like, it's giving, yeah, I'll keep it cute for the cameras. So mom done clock that this couple they've been messy. So Carl's mom hopes that he and Anaya keep moving forward, and Carl's sister called him lucky and is. Where else would he get such a body in the real life? Where else would he get such a body? Anaya irritate me, but Anaya hot, you know. Anaya speaks to her mom and sister. She's about to start crying. She's like, I'm about to start crying. I'm like, stop that nonsense. I like that moment so much. And she's like, I've just been so emotional. Mom is like, since when? Why? Because you know when you go back home, your mother will have to put you to sit down and give you 2 knocks upside your head for the nonsense you were doing in that house. She couldn't do it right then and there, but it's waiting for you. So mom tells her she was shocked she did not go with her gut because you know better. Why didn't you go with your gut? And again, we cut to Casey. Leave Casey the damn alone. Y'all can, let me tell you something, Love Island. You can't give us multiple moments with Casey and Titi because that couple bothers you. You try to, again, we are bigger than the program. You destroyed Anaya and Casey along with your minions. Now we have Casey and Titi, and you see they're actually like getting support on the outside. Leave Casey the damn alone. You don't want to give us moments of Casey and Titi like in a couple. You had no choice but to give us a boyfriend and girlfriend thing. Leave Casey the damn alone. Seriously. So back to Anaya's situation. Mom says, okay, you did it based on the time you had together because your heart was with Carl. I'm like, no, ma'am. No, ma'am, her heart was with Casey, her brain was with Carl. And she went with her heart. She actually did go with her gut. That was her gut. The gut rotten, but that was her gut. So they're like, yeah, I like your dynamic with the girls, but you sugarcoat stuff with Melanie. And sis chimes in, yep. And they tell her, look, you need to give Mel the real. Stop sugarcoating stuff for Mel. That's not being a good friend. Mama Harvey does not play. So she encourages Anaya to tell Mel the truth. Carl and I go off to speak, and they cannot stop speaking. Like she cannot stop speaking about how beautiful Carl's mom is. Anaya, the performer. I'm not saying the lady is not beautiful, but like all of this, oh my God, you're so beautiful. Anaya, go so. Right there, go so. Meanwhile, Sincere is telling Casey how nervous he is, and Casey is hoping that they see Sincere's evolution. Mel chats with Titi. She is nervous about how his family will feel about her, and she thinks her mom will be happy that she's happy. Again, a lot of delusion before the parents actually arrive. Then we have Casey and Titi's parents, Casey's mom and sister, and Tierra's mom and cousin. They tell the families that they are boyfriend and girlfriend. He thinks Titi is a special woman. And the sister is super excited, and mom just loves that Titi has her sons back, as any mom would, right? Titi's mom says she likes Casey. They are happy for her. So it was all good vibes. They love them. They love everything about them. And everybody had a good chat. So it was really cute. Same with Kenzie and Dylan. We have Kenzie's brother and mom, Dylan's mom and best friend. And when they're passing, Kenzie's bro hails up the islanders. Carl, Zach, Anaya. So we're thinking is Anaya the boy like? So Kenzie asks, who's your crush? Immediately, Kenna. Kenna was like, Kenna, why are you so happy about that? Like, but Anaya actually thought it was her, and Anaya looks like the type to like compare herself to people, and like Anaya keeps saying she doesn't feel beautiful, but no, my boo, you are very dark skinned. You are a beautiful, gorgeous, dark skinned woman. If you carried that with just a smidge more confidence, nobody will be able to deny you what is yours. But you shrink around people. You shrink and you lose your confidence, and that is how they were able to get into your head. Carry that blackness with pride. Growing up, my dad always used to put it in my head, you're a queen, queen, queen. To the point where I was slightly delusional growing up. And I would irritate a lot of people around me, still to this day. But I believe it. I believe it. Anyway, so Kenzie tells the family she saw Dylan in casa and was thinking he should have been there the whole time. Her mom says, well, she knew it. She said, that's Kenzie's guy right there when she saw Dylan. Apparently, he brings out Kenzie's goofy side and he reminds Kenzie's mom of Kenzie's dad. Again, Dylan gripes, so they go off to like their separate families or whatever. Dylan gripes about the gall kiss to his mom, was like, I don't really feel like she did. So the mom was like, I don't really feel like she did anything wrong. So mom, you're protecting Kenzie and her whatlessness. Kenzie and her whatlessness. You ain't come in and tell Dylan, leave Kenzie be. UNC Dylan don't want Kenzie. Anyway, Kenzie's brother feels like she's done a great job, and the mom starts crying. Every emotion you felt, I felt, and I just wanted to give you a hug. And Kenzie gets a text, and it's her dad who's encouraging her. It was really sweet. I will give Jack him jackets. So when they're getting ready to go, Kenzie pulls Dylan's mom just to tell her she cares about Dylan. So kind of like, hey, I know you seen me moving like a hoe in the house, but I'm not that much of a hoe. I just really love your son. Even if you seen me do the girl thing, I really love your son. So please, please, please like me. Anyway, I couldn't care less. Then we have Zach and Kata's people. Kata's sister and mom, Zach's sister, and Corny Charlie. They meet Trinity and Bryce, of course, and tell them how they love them so much. Kata's mom tells Trinity, we're keeping you again. No, no, no. She does look like a little doll, but no. Mm-mm, mm-mm. We're not keeping black peoples. And you might not want to keep her. You might not. I don't think she's the best one to keep because she's a little snake around your daughter. Um, when they're leaving, did Zach just pull Bryce's dinner? Did Zach just tug on Bryce's D? Like Zach really be like, just remember you're mine. Just remember, I'm the one in charge of this. Zach, you're not even bi anymore. I used to say he was bi, but Zach is not bi. Zach is gay. He loves this man. So Charlie tells them what Zach's brother, Bryce. Zach's boy. Am I tired? Zach's brother Charlie tells them they look gorgeous together. And the sis and mom agree. She asks, what did you guys think about the hideaway? Kidda asked what they think about the hideaway. Mom says it was good until Zach cracked his bad joke. It was not a bad joke, it was a serious mama. Mama, it was a serious mama. So Bryce is there speaking on his in-laws about Charlie has a sharper face than Zach, whose face is friendlier. I feel like I can see Zach's soul. Yes, because that's your soulmate, silly. That is your soulmate, babes. Vibes. Here's your soulmate vibes. Zach brings up bottom three, hoping to get clues, and she says, nah, that doesn't matter. And then they tell them they're exclusive, and then mom says, basically, boyfriend and girlfriend. They're like, yeah, that's what we're saying. No, it's not. Like, kid, stop. So when they go to the separate families, Zach's sis and brother say they love Kida. They tell him how good he did in Casa, and like all the people, you didn't say anything bad. So y'all came with the same bone that your brother been carrying around against other black men's. Unlike other people, he didn't say anything bad, but Lelo, can we have a conversation about him touching on and kissing on the same woman Charlie been out with? You're so weird. Instead of speaking about that, you want to speak about Casey and Corbin, Loki? Sincere? Ugh. Keda's mom, like Zach, she said at first she was a little iffy. Again, there's another one ignoring the ancestors. The ancestors. So you go into the house and tell Keda to behave herself with this white man. But you come in and you say at first you were iffy. She brings up the bombshell comment and the retracting of the I love you. Keda jumps in to defend. I'm like, going, sis? Anyways, but sis says she can tell that Zach really loves Keda. And she says, no, he literally makes me laugh so much. Zach's sister says she sent pics of Kida to her friends telling them, look how fit my brother's girlfriend is. Like, all of them just weird. Ew. Anyway, so and I go speak with Sincere, Mel speaks to Bryce and Trinity, and again, these two are scared. And finally, the moment has arrived. Mel and Sincere's people come into the villa. Talk about fireworks. Talk about saying what needed to be said. This was epic. This tense. So since I have his father coming in with his brother, and the dad is embarrassed. From jump, you could see dad is embarrassed. Then we have Mel's sister and mom. The way Melanie fell into her family's arms, you could see she was holding so much in, and like everybody is antsy. Mel asks mom and sister how are they doing, and sis goes, I'm okay. We have a lot to talk about. And in the group, she's like, especially about my beloved. And like, pow, pow, pow. Shots fired. Sincere, duck, duck. He is Sincere is trying to be like the most humble human being ever. He says his other explorations just did not feel right. He wants Melanie. He wants Melanie. He feels guilty. He's shameful about his behavior. He's apologetic. So sister did not, let me tell you, that sister came in with a machete. She came in with a machete. She says, I can only speak about what I've seen, and what I've seen, I do not like it. Bloop. Bloop. And she said it, you're repeating the same behaviors. So basically, you could see what she's saying. She's the baby, and I want to eat you alive right now, but we have cameras. As we say in Sinusha, I will eat you raw. I will eat you raw. That's what she wanted to do. She says she has never seen Mel cry so much. That says the way she was crying, I can tell you his family is rooting for you. And the family said, let her know we're here. We're sorry that this is not Sincere. I say, aye, mama. Not them disowning Sincere. So Mel said she wanted to cut it off after movie night, but said she would have regretted not seeing it through. And everybody, mom, sister, me, girl, the SMH that was SMHing during this chat. And mom simply asked, how many times? Then dad come in. This is unacceptable behavior. And this man literally wants to cry. Mr. Benjamin did not come to play with Sincere either. That's not how I raised you. And I could literally see him with a switch. They used to tell us when we were growing up, pick a guava whip to put to dry behind the fridge. That was discipline. That was not abuse. That was there. Okay, that's the discipline our parents knew. Go pick a guava switch, a branch, and put it to dry behind the fridge. That's what Benjamin wanted to tell Sincere. He said I wasn't going to come, but I had to come. Like literally, he said he just had to be there. This shit is unacceptable. I did not travel 7,000 miles to support that. Point blank, end of period. Boy, Love Island is loving the cinematics. Between what they're saying, the full music, background, singing, I'm self-destructive. I'm like, whoosh, TV, give it to them. Give it to them, Love Island. Love Island had a moment, and you know, Love Island love a little black and colored trauma. And zooming in on Mel and how Mel is breaking down internally. Love Island feeds off of that. Anyway, they go to their separate families. Sincere is dabbing up his bro, and Dad's face is like, no time for that. No time for that. And then we have Mel's sister giving her the real. Why are you protecting him, Mel? Because she could see in the moment when all of them were together that Mel was literally trying to like shut her up and tell her like, don't say too much. Don't say too much. She didn't want the sister offending Sincere and his family. Then sister says, listen, can I be real with you and you're not gonna get mad? Bow, bow, bow. She gave her. She hit her. She hit her. She hit her. She hit her. You don't deserve this. You're a queen. You don't deserve this. This is not good. Leave this man. Oh, Lord, 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 Lord. He's not treating you right. Will Mel here? Not a thing. She said she really wanted to give Sincere the business, and we know. Mel comes in. You know, sometimes people do stuff. And listen, this is where Mel's mom came in, and my heart literally broke. Because the level of wisdom, quiet wisdom, and you could see her carrying all this pain for her daughter. She said, remember, your heart is sacred. Mm. Remember, your heart is sacred. Never let them steal your essence. That's non-negotiable. Mm. 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 Mel says she thinks he will do better outside, and they just said her no vibes. No vibes. And another thing her mom said, why would you give him another chance when there are so many waiting for their first chance? Drop the mic and go, mama. What? What? And to think that even that cannot reach Mel. Kuye la police. Kuye doctor. Something is wrong with Mel. Sincere's dad is still mad meanwhile. He came to correct him and he said something which was like profound. I would not let somebody sit at a table with me that moved like that. So why are you moving like that? But Sincere's MO is just like Mel. Take responsibility, look sad, say I will not do it again. Sincere, it will not work. It will not work. And then Dad asked him, how are you going to recover from this? How are you going to fix this? Because I know on the outside, if you pull that shit, she will not stay. That don't be so confident. Something's wrong with Mel. Like at this point, we can literally say something's wrong with this baby. She needs help. And as a sister, I understand when the sister said she only came because she saw her cry and she could not even call her. If I saw my sister crying like that on Fiji, let me tell you, even if I didn't have money, I would walk the streets, make the money, and find myself in Fiji and tell these Love Island producers, give me my sister now, right now. Give me my sister right now. Because no. Anyway, so they said their goodbyes since I could see since I wanted to go hug the sister, and the sister was like, let me just pretend I don't see this Negro. Non-Negro, mixed Negro, indigenous and Negro. But that was rough. That was rough. The Islanders get ready for the evening. Since I tell Zach and Casey, the sister called beloved. That was funny. Mel says she can't wait to talk to the girls because a lot of people do not want her and Sincere together. Anyway, so they do the toast and they go do their separate chats. So we have Bryce, Kater, and Zach talks about his family dynamic growing up. And Bryce is there pitching the audience for the 100K. Bryce can only, I understand that you're a garbage man, but Bryce, you can't be so thirsty for 100K. About his mom who worked so hard and the grandmother trying her best. Mom worked 2 jobs. Even in the moment, I can't help but think, oof, 100K. Bryce is shameless, huh? So we have Anaya, Mel, and Trinity having a conversation. Mel gives them the lowdown about what his sister said, and Trinity says her sister would be the same way. Anaya then jumps in and tells her that her mom was mad at her for not being honest with Melanie, and now she wants to tell her the truth. I'm like, Anaya, too late, too late. Because the way you are, I'm tin sincere, me ras. All of a sudden you want to tell her the truth? Nonsense. So Melanie was right. Melanie said, this is hard for me to hear you say that since you've been all team sincere. And everybody was telling me to stay with him. All of you were telling her to stay with him. Like now, Mel, while you could have fought for yourself, but I understand the pressures of everybody telling you, no, give him a chance. And I saw it happening, especially I'm like, once Trinity and Bryce come tell you, give him a chance, uh-uh. Something's up with that nonsense. So she said, yeah, that conversation, you should have had it with me from the beginning. Now Anaya says she feels like a bad friend because she feel like she was minimizing his actions. Like, and did, and is, bad friend, ready to jump down Casey's throat for less, much less, but sending your friend to go be with Sincere. Give him chance, give him chance. Anyway, so they give us Kenzie and Dylan having a conversation about it was Christmas times 100. I'm like, why am I even getting this? Why am I getting this fake couple when we can, like, y'all are not giving me any, like, literally no Carl and Anaya in that evening. None. Y'all the biggest Carl and Anaya haters. And then showing us as little TT and Casey as possible. Love Island, you always stop playing those games. You need to stop playing those games. Then Mel and Sincere again have another conversation and he thinks it's constructive criticism and he says he does not take it as negative. And then he stops and said, then should I have? I'm like, you. You ain't learned nothing. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. She tells him her family was very disappointed. And he says, so is he in himself. She has never seen her sister like that. So he says he regrets it. He wants to work on it. And she tells him he has to fix it and not just with her, with her family. I'm like, no vibes. Walk away, Mel. Criez la police. Criez doctor. Call the police, call the doctor. Please come save Mel. Because no. Nope. And finally, we have him saying he will do it, and we know he is lying. It's just not possible. While they're speaking, Anaya tells Trinity she feels like they did limit his actions. I'm just like, Anaya, you and your fake performative self, just like you and Trinity, go so. Anyway, Mel says she wants to be true to herself, take a gamble with him, and see what life is like outside the villa. Anyway, this was really sad to see. And if you put yourself in the sister's shoes, like I have a sister, if you put yourself in the sister's shoes, we just wanted to drag Mel out of that villa and save her. So as soon as this is over, sister Moyo, take she, bind she, and take her home, please. Please, 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 please. Anyway, this is it. We're coming down to the end of the season. This was a little rough. The Mel and Sincere of it all was a little rough. Love Island still play games, not giving us Colin and Naya, TT and KC, because I'm afraid of the votes. They see where the votes are leaning. Anyway, Enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye. I'll see you tomorrow.